Subscribe please. I had you guys vote in my latest poll. So today I have 20 cherry grove seeds for Minecraft 1.20. We'll see seeds varying from just a typical cherry grove biome to a cherry grove with a village in it. This video is recorded in Java Edition. Please keep in mind that terrain will be the same, but structures are unfortunately in different places on Bedrock Edition. Alright, let's get started. Let's go ahead and start off with a decently sized cherry grove biome. You can see the size of it on this map here. Flying up, we can see that there's a nice amount of pink trees around. We're surrounded by the elevated sections of the biome, and down in the valley could be a nice place to build. Just over directly west from spawn is this village. This won't be the only village we see in this video, but just like the others, it looks awesome surrounded by cherry trees. And then right over here, there's this dripstone cave. It leads out to the other side where we can see some cliffs. Always cool having access to caves like this. If we head over here, there's another village. This one looks extremely cool. I mean, look at this building combined with that section of dripstone. Such a cool location for this village. I think this was a pretty decent seed to start the video with. Now let's check out this next seed. Again, it's another decent size for a cherry grove. Here's a decent look at it from above. Right near spawn, there's this small ruined portal. I personally like having any structure I can get near spawn. And this one gives a bit of loot. I also just want to point out this world generation spot near spawn. It looks pretty cool. Then over here, we've got a pillager outpost. It actually generates with some alloys here, which is nice. And we've got some loot at the top of the tower. But yeah, there's a spawn ruined portal seed. We've got another nice sized cherry blossom biome here. Here's a look at it on the map here. And here's a look at the biome too. This is another cherry grove that has some cool terrain spots within it too. And over here, there's this village. This is actually two separate villages that generate so close to each other that they connect. I think that's pretty cool personally. The cliffs along the river here look awesome too. Pretty nice seed here. It's already getting difficult to start off with what to say about some of these seeds. So here's another big cherry grove biome for you guys. And here's a look at the map of this seed. I like how this little area generates going down here, but what I wanted to show you this seed for was these awesome cliffs. Cliffs in Minecraft always look awesome, and seeing the cherry grove at the top just makes it even better. One last thing, this plains down here provides a nice flat and open area to build near spawn. Alright, so now I've got a cherry grove that has a pillager outpost in it. This is another nice big cherry grove biome, as you can see here on the map. The outpost is right over here towards the south. It generates with an alley cage. And of course, the outpost comes with some loot. Just outside of the cherry grove, there's this cool location. Always cool having two structures generate together. And the cherry grove in the distance really caps off how awesome it looks too. Now this seed is extra special. That's because this seed doesn't have just one cherry grove, not two cherry groves, not even just 3 cherry groves, but 4 separate cherry grove biomes near spawn. You can see them on the map here. This first cherry grove is right at spawn. This one is the biggest of the 4 biomes. There's just cherry blossom trees as far as we can see. And here is the second cherry grove. This one is the smallest of the 4, with it being on the edge of a forest. It looks cool above that little cave thing. And here is the third cherry grove. This one has probably the most interesting shape of the 4 biomes. And this is the final cherry grove. Another pretty big biome, and it has a cool plains crater area in it too. So there you go, 4 different cherry grove biomes in one seed near spawn. I like how the terrain generates in this seed here. We've got a couple of cave openings around spawn. My favorite is this big opening right here that leads to a dripstone cave. It's just a huge cave opening. I think it looks really cool. As for the cherry grove itself, it's a decent size. The map can show you that too. If you're looking for easy access to a cave, check out this seed. I spawned into this seed within this little ravine here, and flying out, I was met with a nice big cherry grove biome. Here's a quick look at the map so you can see. This is another seed with some cool terrain within the cherry grove. I love this little area here. It's like a little cave lake type thing. I don't know, I just think it's a really cool area. The watercolor in cherry groves looks nice. I'm more so showing this seed for what's underneath spawn, but here's a look at a nice cherry grove biome, and here's a look at the map too. Just a bunch of cherry blossoms for the eye to see. You may have noticed the map showed 2 different ancient cities under the cherry grove biome. This right here is the first one. They were right to name this a deep dark biome. I have to put in a lot of work to make videos look dark, but light enough to see while in here. Here's the second ancient city. My advice for ancient cities is just don't die. Don't let this guy get you. Hope that helps. But yeah, this seed has a cherry grove at the top of spawn and 2 ancient cities below. Now we've got another seed that has a village in it. But first, the reason for this video is the cherry grove, so here it is. And here's the map for this seed. I think I've done really well at finding some big cherry grove biomes for this video. The village in this seed is right out here. It's not overly exciting, but with the village updates, you do get more loot now in 1.20. And the view of the cherry grove biome from here looks awesome. They really did a great job at making it stand out as a biome. Getting into the final 10 seeds, I have a seed with just a massive cherry grove biome. We've seen some big biomes so far, but as the map shows, this one takes the cake for how large it is. Just such a fantastic cherry blossom biome. Right in the middle of the biome and at spawn, there's this little snowy slope section here. If we travel northeast, we'll reach a pillager outpost. It generates right on the edge of the cherry grove, and the tower is surrounded with cherry grove trees. And if you go northwest, we'll come across this village. I just love how this patch of cherry grove generates out with the bulk of the village like this. It just looks so cool. One thing to point out is on the sides of the cherry grove, we can find cave openings like this, and this place here could be a cool place to build. Just a cool seed all around. This seed has an ancient city right underneath spawn. But before getting to that, take a look at this cherry grove biome. The map shows it's certainly not close to being as big as the previous seed, but you can see it's still a fair size. When I say the ancient city is right below spawn, I mean it's directly below spawn. I'd say that's pretty convenient. You don't even have to go search for it. It's just right there for you. Just remember to be careful down here. Otherwise, you'll be right back to that cherry grove quicker than you had hoped. Next up, we have a seed with a giant ruined portal inside a tiny cherry grove. Some contrasting sizes there. This takes us away from having a bunch of big cherry grove biomes. The map really shows the difference in size that this biome is compared to others we've seen today. I've grown to really like the look of giant ruined portals. This one being in a tiny biome is pretty funny. And if you want a little bit of spawn loot, here you go. If you're looking for a seed with easy access to cherry blossom trees, but without a big biome, well, here you go. The cherry grove in this seed is surrounded by structures. You can see that on the map here. Actually, this spawn area is its own island too. The cherry grove itself isn't too big, but the surrounding features make up for that. The first structure is this village over here. It's a savanna village in some cool terrain and extending into the ocean. This building generating with water over it looks hilarious. Then right over here is a plains village. I think it generating on these stony shores looks pretty interesting. Again, some of it stretches into the ocean here too. Continuing around will bring you to one more village. Again, a plains village. This one generating on the side of a cliff. It even has a blacksmith building within it. And finally, we've got a pillager outpost right over here. It's got a couple of ally cages and an iron golem cage. And of course, it has the loot at the top of the tower. So yeah, this seed has a small cherry grove that is surrounded by structures. I really like the seed I'm showing you here. We can see that it's a nice sized cherry grove, and you can see that on the map too. And right over here near spawn, there's this little dripstone cave opening. The cherry grove itself is just really great, but it gets even better over here with this village. The generation of this village is just fantastic. Anytime a village generates on the side of a hill, it just looks interesting. Then we add in the cherry grove and the section of dripstone, and it's even more awesome. By the way, think about a build on this little area over here surrounded by water, and check out how awesome the surrounding biomes to the cherry grove are too. I just really like this seed. Getting into the final 5 seeds here, we have a seed with a village right at spawn. Having a village within a cherry grove is always cool in my opinion. One of my favorite things to look for in this update. On the map you can see that there's a big section of plains surrounded by the pink cherry grove. That's because this is what's here. Yeah, the village goes down this hill here and into a big plains crater area. The village itself looks awesome, but this area does too. I can picture so many cool builds down here. Think of a build down here surrounded by these cliffs. Just such a cool spot. Outside of the Cherry Grove biome, there's this abandoned zombie village. It's actually a pretty big village. And there's a blacksmith building within it. The Cherry Grove is a cool backdrop to it. But let's not forget that at the spawn of this seed is this really awesome location. We've seen a lot of big Cherry Grove biomes. So let's check out a tiny Cherry Grove biome. Some people don't need or want a big cherry grove, so this is a seed that fits that. The map shows just how small this cherry grove is. Right at spawn, there is a giant ruined portal, similar to the other seed where I showed a small cherry grove. The portal comes with some loot. Oh, and these cliffs next to spawn look pretty cool too. So yeah, there's that seed. Entering the final 3 seeds, we've got an island seed. Finding Cherry Grove Islands aren't the easiest thing to do. With the conditions that are required for a Cherry Grove biome, finding one surrounded by an ocean is impossible. So it takes some specific circumstances to get an island like this to generate. But with this one, you can see it is surrounded by water on the map. I think this island is pretty much the perfect size. It's exactly how I like my island seeds to look. And the cherry grove in the middle is just the cherry on top, no pun intended. Southwest of spawn, we can find an ocean monument. We can see how close the monument is to the island here. This is certainly useful to have so close by. If you're looking for more island seeds, check out my recent survival island seeds video with a couple more seeds similar to this one. But for now, there you have a cherry grove island seed. Now I've got a seed that just amazed me when I found it. I knew it was a seed I needed to share with you guys right when I discovered it. Sometimes there's just seeds that I know I need to share right when I spawn into the world. There's only a couple things stopping me from making this the final seed I show you, and one of those is the size of the cherry grove. You can see on the map it's not even close to being the biggest one we've seen today. But anyway, spawning into the world just looks awesome. We instantly see this crazy terrain in front of us. I guess we can call this area a crater, maybe a cave, I don't know. And we see a ruined portal in front of us too, and it's a giant ruined portal. I already talked about how much I like these. It comes with some loot to get you started in the world. Plus, there's an abandoned zombie village right here too. I mean, that's awesome. According to the Minecraft wiki, villages only have a 2% chance of being a zombie village. So we get something rare right at spawn. The other thing stopping this from being my final seed was the fact that this generates right outside of the cherry grove and not within it. But that's just nitpicking, really. Finally, the seed gets even better when looking around the spawn area too. We get mountains, ice spikes, an ocean, a plains biome. There's even another ruined portal village over here. I mean, come on, how incredible is that? Just so much to like about this seed, especially that ruined portal zombie village right next to the Cherry Grove biome. I'm ending off this video with my favorite seed in this video. Congrats if you've made it this far. Leave a comment saying squid so I know that you did. The Cherry Grove biome in this seed is pretty big. You can see so on the map here. But that's not the only feature around spawn that I want to show. So let's get over to those. Firstly, there's this village right over here. We've seen plenty of villages in this video, but I just need to say I love the atmosphere a cherry grove provides them. And this village looks pretty cool with it going up the side of this hill. And do you see that? Yeah, this ruined portal generates right above this village building. I mean, that's just some incredible world generation. And within a cherry grove, I mean, does it really get better? For those curious, yes, this does come with some loot too. And the seed gets better when we travel over here. This crater area is incredible, but check this cave out down here. How awesome is it having access to a dripstone mineshaft like this? And there's even a spider spawner here too. And continuing the awesomeness of this seed is the ice spikes that are nearby. The difference between the ice spikes and Cherry Grove looks pretty interesting. I think it's definitely a pretty cool biome to have near spawn. And finally, I want to travel over to this village. It's just another plains village for you guys to check out. Feel free to loot it if you want. But I really wanted to travel over here for this land area. I think this plot of land could be a cool spot to build. What do you think you would build here? But yeah, I could talk about this seed for a while, so I'm going to stop there. So this seed is definitely my favorite in this video, and congrats on watching all the way through to see it. Be sure to check out my blog for all of the coordinates and information about the seeds in this video. If you want to help me out, leave a like on this video. For more Minecraft videos, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. Alright guys, that's going to do it for me. Thank you so much for watching. I'm out of here. See ya.